Welcome to this GCSE Biology revision guide on plant tissues and organs. We will cover key tissues, organs, and adaptations in plants, including transport via xylem and phloem, and the structure of the leaf. This video covers 4 main sections: cells and tissues, xylem and phloem, leaves as organs, and exam tips. Work through each part to build a complete understanding for your GCSE Biology exam. Organization is essential in biology. Cells of the same type group together to form tissues. A tissue is a collection of cells with a similar structure and function working together to perform a specific job. The hierarchy of organization starts with cells, the basic living units specialized for function. Cells form tissues, tissues combine into organs, and organs work together as systems. Key plant tissues for GCSE include the transport tissues, xylem and phloem. Xylem moves water and mineral ions upwards. Phloem transports dissolved sugars around the plant. Xylem is the water highway, transporting water and dissolved mineral ions from the roots up to the leaves. This movement is entirely one-directional, always upwards. Xylem cells are specialized. They are hollow, dead tubes for free water flow. They have lignified walls for support and lack end walls, forming a continuous column for water transport. Water enters root hair cells via osmosis, then is pulled up the xylem by transpiration. This process is called the transpiration stream. Cohesion between water molecules keeps the column unbroken. The transpiration stream begins at the roots, where water is absorbed by osmosis. Xylem transports the water upwards to the leaves, where it exits via transpiration, pulling the column along. Phloem transports food, specifically dissolved sugars like sucrose, produced during photosynthesis. Unlike xylem, phloem can move substances in both directions, distributing food where needed in the plant. Phloem tissue is composed of sieve tube cells and companion cells. Sieve tube cells are long, living tubes with perforated sieve plates. Companion cells are packed with mitochondria to provide energy for active sugar loading. The movement of dissolved sugars through phloem is called translocation. It is the transport of assimilates from sources, like leaves, to sinks, like growing roots, shoots, and storage organs. A comparison of xylem and phloem shows key differences. Xylem transports water and minerals upwards in dead, lignified tubes by transpiration. Phloem moves sugars in both directions in living sieve tube cells by translocation. Remember this critical fact for plant transport: xylem equals water, phloem equals sugar. Confusing these two will result in lost marks on multiple exam questions. Commit it to memory now. A leaf is a plant organ designed primarily for photosynthesis. It captures light energy to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen, utilizing various specialized tissues for this function. Leaves qualify as organs because they contain multiple types of integrated tissue working towards a specific function. The goal of the leaf is maximizing the efficiency of photosynthesis. Leaves have many structural adaptations for efficient photosynthesis. These include a large surface area for light capture, a thin structure for fast gas diffusion, and specialized cells like stomata and palisade cells. Adaptation 1 is the large surface area. Leaves are broad and flat to maximize sunlight absorption and increase the area available for gas exchange, allowing more carbon dioxide in and oxygen out. Adaptation 2 is the thin structure. A short diffusion pathway means gases move quickly between the air spaces inside the leaf and the photosynthesizing cells. This is an application of Fick's law. Adaptation 3 is the stomata, tiny pores, mainly on the underside of leaves. They are the entry and exit points for gases, with their location minimizing direct sun exposure and reducing excessive water loss. Guard cells control the stomata, balancing gas exchange against dehydration risk. When turgid, they bow outwards, opening the pore. When flaccid, the pore closes, preventing water loss. The opening and closing mechanism is governed by water availability and light. Guard cells absorb water by osmosis and bright light, causing them to swell and open the stomata. Adaptation 4 is the waxy cuticle, a thin, transparent layer on the upper surface. It is waterproof, preventing rapid water loss through evaporation while remaining transparent for light entry. Adaptation 5 is the palisade cells, located just beneath the upper epidermis. These tightly packed, columnar cells are the main site of photosynthesis and contain a very large number of chloroplasts. Palisade cells are effective because they contain many chloroplasts, maximizing light energy absorption. Their columnar shape allows tight packing, and their upper position ensures maximum light exposure. The spongy mesophyll layer lies below the palisade layer. Its loosely arranged cells and large air spaces are crucial for gas exchange, allowing carbon dioxide and oxygen to diffuse freely throughout the leaf. This cross-section illustrates how each specialized tissue layer works together, from the protective waxy cuticle to the palisade cells and the gas exchange zone of the spongy mesophyll. The veins in a leaf are vascular bundles containing xylem and phloem. Xylem delivers water for photosynthesis, and phloem transports the produced glucose away to the rest of the plant via translocation. All leaf adaptations maximize photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide enters via stomata, water arrives via xylem, and light is absorbed by chloroplasts to produce glucose, which is transported away by phloem. The leaf functions as an integrated system to sustain the plant. Xylem delivers water, palisade cells perform photosynthesis, and phloem transports the sugars produced throughout the plant. This scene summarizes the key plant tissues. Xylem transports water and minerals upwards in dead, lignified cells by transpiration pull. Phloem transports dissolved sugars in both directions via translocation, using living sieve tube cells. Key leaf adaptations include large surface area for light absorption, thin structure for short gas diffusion distance, and stomata and guard cells to regulate gas exchange and water loss. The waxy cuticle reduces evaporation. Avoid common exam mistakes. Do not mix up xylem and phloem functions. Xylem is water, phloem is sugar. Use the correct term translocation for sugar movement, and remember that xylem cells are dead at maturity. Know your definitions, especially for tissue, organ, translocation, and transpiration. Understand command words like explain, which requires you to link structure to function using words like because or so. You are now ready to revise all key concepts: xylem and phloem, translocation, and leaf adaptations. Test yourself on definitions and comparisons. Remember, xylem equals water, phloem equals sugar,